Hi and welcome to this EDA Ice tutorial. In this tutorial we are going through this project that we have, and as you can see we are going to try and build up a house, and later on we are going to do some energy simulations of this house. So we will start by checking out the drawing that we have, this tutorial that you are watching now, and we are also going to start the software EDA Ice, and this will be a tutorial on how to create the base model that you're going to use for this project. Okay, so if you check the drawings, we can see, let's see here. Here we have the drawing, and this drawing we're going to use when we are creating this house. And also there is a 3D view I'm going to show you here. This is the model that we are going to create in EDA Ice. So when we are finished, we're going to get this building. As you can see, this is a pretty large building, and the instruction, as you can see here, says what we're going to use for the external walls, internal walls, windows, and so on. And if you follow this PDF together with this tutorial, it shouldn't be any problem in creating this model. So let's start by starting up EDA Ice. I have assumed that you already have installed the software, and the first thing you notice, you will get this window. So you just click Start a new project. Okay, so here's our new project. Okay, so as you can see, it starts with some basic settings that you have. Here's the general tab where you have information about global data, location, climate, wind profile, and so on. And then this button here is the default values, where you can, if you are using some default construction parts, you can input it here and configure it in this way, so you don't have to input these components every time you create a zone or a room. And then we have site shading and orientation. This is the case if you know the orientation of the building. And then we have the thermal bridges, where you can configure depending on the building, of course. Then we have ground property. This one we should leave alone. I'm not gonna change anything here. We have the infiltration settings, pressure coefficients, energy, extra energy and losses, and finally we have the system parameters. This one we are not gonna change anything either. And then here you change the HVAC system. We have the air handling unit, and we have the plant as well. And then we have energy meters here, and here we will have all the zones listed when we are finished. So the easiest way to start is to actually go to the floor plan, and here we have the exterior of the building. This part represents the external border of your building, and this green zone is basically this represents your rooms that you're going to have in the building. So what we need to do is we need to import the picture or the drawing that I showed you previously, so that we can use it as a reference when we are drawing our building. And you do this by clicking the import button and choose bitmap, and then you import the building. So in my case, this will be this one. And as you can see, the picture that I have is much larger than my current building. So what we need to do is to check what kind of dimensions this external boundary has. As you can see, the y-coordinate is 0 to 20 meters, which is this one here, 0 to 20 meter. And the x-coordinate is 0 to 50, which is this side, 0 to 50. So we need to somehow change this so that it will fit the drawing dimension. So let's start removing this zone. You can either click, you select this one with the mouse left button, and then you either can press delete or right click and choose delete. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to try and enlarge in this area by drawing the sides here so that I can work easier. Let's see if I can enlarge it a little bit more here. Okay. So as you can see, if I click on this drawing, I can actually move it around. But as you can see, it's actually still very, very large. So the first thing, let's see here. The first thing that you notice is that on the drawing, this side of the building is 31.7 meter. And that's the first thing I'm going to do, is to set this side, which is the X side here, to 31.7 meters. Okay. And so what we're going to do is to fit this picture so that it will correspond to this length here. When we have that, then we can use the drawing as a reference. So what you need to do is we need to select this drawing by clicking on it, and then you will get some information about this external picture. Keep in mind that you have to have a picture aspect ratio checked. Otherwise, when you change the picture, it will not change accordingly. So it's important that you have the picture aspect ratio on. So when I change this size, for example, let's change it to 40, and can press enter. As you can see, it also changes this side as well. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to try and fit this building so that this side of the building is equal to the drawing that I have. As you can see, this drawing has already 31.7 meters in length. So the only thing I need to do now is to try and fit this drawing into my building. So let's start changing a bit here. Still too large, so I need to decrease that. Okay. And as you're getting closer, you probably have to move your picture a bit so that it will fit. Let's see here. As you can see here, I'm very close here. I have a little bit more here. So that means I have to decrease the size a bit, say 32. As you can see, that was too much. So let's try 33. Okay, I'm almost done here. Let's see if I can. Okay, adjust a little bit less here. 0.3. Oh, that's too much. 0.8. Okay. Let's see here, maybe 75. Okay, this seems to be correct. And as you can see, now this side is lined up. This means that I have the correct dimension on this side on both the drawing and in this software. But as you can see, this side is too short. It doesn't cover these two rooms still. So I need to mark the building. So I get the menu for that. And I have to increase this a bit. Let's see here, 21. Okay, I went outside here. I need to change to 20.8 maybe. Okay, this looks really good. Let's see here on the border here. Okay, this looks good enough. So when you're finished with that, I recommend that you lock the drawing that we are going to use so that we don't move it around accidentally. And this you're doing by clicking on the lock button here, and here we're going to lock imported object, which is the drawing we are using. And I'm going to also lock the building actually, so I don't move that accidentally. So click these two and press OK. This means I cannot move it around. Otherwise, this when you're drawing the zones and so on, there's a chance that we accidentally click on the drawing or the external building and accidentally change the size. Okay, so next step is to try and change, let's see here. Actually, the next step is to drawing the zones. Okay, so let's another thing that we need to think about is actually the height of the building. So in this case, we don't have any cellars, so we're going to use 0 to 3 meters here. And we also can check a little bit in 3D, and here we can see okay, we haven't actually done anything yet, but you will see all the zones later on. Okay. Okay, so the next step is creating the zones. You can either do that by clicking the new zone here, or you can right click and choose new object zone. But the easiest way is to actually just click on new zone here and then select object position and click or click cancel. Okay, so we click here. My recommendation is start with the simple zones. So let's start with this small zone over here. Done, and then we can continue to other rooms as well. As you can see, this room is a little bit tricky because we don't have square shaped. So what we need to do is need to insert points here, and this we can do by clicking right click on this line, this red line here, and then choose edit. So we need to click to insert a new point, and with this intersection here we click insert, and also we need to insert a point over here. There we go. And the next thing we need to do is we need to draw this out here like this, and we need to draw this out here like this. Click OK, and as you can see, now this is covering this room. We're going to do some adjustments later on, but let's continue creating zones. So if you have defined, as you can see, I have defined these borders to this room. So to create this room is actually very easy. You just right click on the corner here, and then you can draw it like this, and it will configure. As you can see, it will follow this zone line. But this only works if the bordering zones are already created. For example, if I did something like here, let's see here, if I did something like here, as you can see, it knows that there is a zone here, but it does not know if there are zones on this side. So let's delete this one and continue creating. So this is the kitchen and breakfast room. We need to configure a bit later here. and done. We don't need to worry about this curved edge here for now. It's okay if we just do it square. Let's add it here and move this a little bit. Okay, and then this sauna here, new zone. Actually, I'm going to do like this, easier. Click here and then draw it over the zone and it will configure itself. So, done. And then we continue creating zones over here. We'll start with this room actually. And then take next. Here we have a bathroom actually. Let's see here. And then we have a small storage room here. Okay, and then continue to bedroom. Let's see here. The easiest way is to create actually. Like this, and then we click to insert a new point. Let's see here if I want to use actually edit here. Okay, and then I can pull this out to here and pull this out here. Click done. Okay, the next is going to be this one here. So we're going to create this one, and then the next going to be this one. And then I'm going to insert a new point here actually, and then I can draw this down like this. Okay, then we have a bathroom over here, new zone. Okay, actually, let's see what happened here. I'm going to redo that one. I'm going to do this instead. Done. Okay. And let's see what we have. The next one, I'm going to do these rooms over here. So let's do them. So and so on. Okay, so my recommendation is that try and do the simpler rooms manually, and then you can just fix the more complex one by auto drawing. So my goal is to draw all these zones, and then the whole I'm going to do, I'm going to let Ida Ice actually draw that one. Okay, let's see here. As you can see, we need 2 points here, so I'm going to add 1 point here and 1 point over here. I'm going to draw this one over here. Click done, and as you can see, we got some corners here, and this should not be there. So I'm going to right click, edit, and this I'm going to remove this point here. Remove point, and I'm going to use this side as well. Remove point. Click that. So, okay, and the next part is actually the living room and this small bathroom over here. So let's do them. We have a bathroom over here, and then we have the family room. Let's see here, go like this, and then I'm going to add, let's see here, I need to actually add several points here. This is the first point. Move up here. I'm gonna click done here. Okay. Let's see. Then I need to add another point here. Edit. I'll move it up here. Click done. Okay, let's see. So we have a curved shape here, and then we have a section here that goes in. So let's see here, edit, go to two points here. Let's see here. 1 point over here, another over here. You can draw this out like this, and then finally we have this. The easiest actually is to what we can do is we can create multiple points around this if we want to get a smooth wall. But in our case, you can simplify. So what I will do is I will create edit, I will create a point here, and I'm going to create a point actually over here. See, like this. And I'm going to click down here. I'm going to delete this point over here. Let's see what happens. Edit and delete. Okay. As you can see, I got a shape that looks fairly similar to the drawing. And the final step is this middle zone hole. So basically this one we just click and then we can just draw. You can click start with one corner, say I start here, and I will draw it to this corner over here, and then automatically fit all parts. This one, you see the door, it's over here, so I'm going to pull it down here, click down. Okay, so now we have finished the zones.